Although my examples are directed towards musical artists, any audio recording can make use of the ROA format. So, as an artist, you may be wondering what it takes to record for the ROA format and what's different about the process. Well, first, random order audio isn't a this or that type of scenario. Most people think of a new format and just kinda look the other way, and it's understandable because in this case, they assume that this means it's a whole nother process or foregoing what needs to be done to move their career along. But while this may be a new format, it's not necessarily a different process. That whole part about going into a studio, recording your song, and sending it off to distribution, that's all a part of this. Much of what you do is the same. Now, the two added benefits and what can be different is taking that same track you're going to record anyway, or even any old tracks you've recorded before, and adding any extra content you can have in mind, even things you may have already done before at performances, and putting these variations together. And what you want to do may depend on your genre or you as an artist, but a couple examples may be a collaboration, an interlude or a full band jam piece in place of a solo, riffs, drum fills, different beats for rap or remixing, a keyboard or synth, add a vocal harmony track. Anything you want or can imagine can be done. So step 1 for ROA is write it out and plan it out. Head into the studio with your extra content laid out so you know what you want where, and record it right alongside your bass track. Step 2 is having your sound engineer or producer bounce these tracks into pieces the way you want. I go into more depth on exactly what this means along with some tips to make it a breeze in our 4th video titled ROA for Sound Engineers. And step 3 is adding these pieces to a very simple and easy to use encoding software that we've developed, which again our 4th video jumps into, and it's ready to distribute as an ROA file. So 2 main differences, extra content, piecing them together. And even on your way to these 2 differences, you still created a song you're going to record anyway and send it off to Amazon or iTunes or wherever, so that it's not a this or a that type of scenario. There are additional creative features and aspects that come with using random order audio. Song duration. Your song can have innumerable variations and each variation is allowed to vary in length. So, perhaps in place of a 30-second guitar solo, you decide to have a 2-minute interlude. Thus, the song was 3 minutes the first time and 4 minutes and 30 seconds the next. Different song layouts. Maybe you're ready to take your music to a whole nother level with a song that's so artistic that you allow your song to start with the outro and end with the intro. It's probably the simplest example possible, but feel free to push music to its limit with any variants of song layouts. So you don't just have to replace a section with a plethora of options, you can move sections around if it works. Artistic control. You can also designate how things are played out. Maybe you have many versions of a song, and let's say you loathe the acoustic verse going into the heavy metal chorus. You could choose not to allow that to happen. Or, maybe you just want the listener to explore the depth of said song for themselves and decide how to mix and match versions any way they wish, even if you didn't deem them pleasing to the ears. Presets. You can set up any number of presets to come along with a song, and presets are great for things like specific separations, acoustic, electric, and the radio, where you may want your song to be played only the main way every time, for what could be the first time a listener is experiencing your song, or to just let users jump right into a song with a pre-made option to make the statement, these are the ways we imagine our songs to be heard, and without the user having to take time to set up an order for themselves. We're not looking to make people work at enjoying music, just offering more options. And then there are always the financial aspects. Sure, artistic development sits in the heart of ROA, but sadly, money kinda makes the world go round. You certainly can't continue to spend more time and money to create additional content for free, and there are a lot of record labels out there who probably couldn't care less what's produced, as long as it makes more money. So where do the financial benefits of ROA come in? As the digital music market has proven, with the drop in overall sales of albums versus the increase of singles, people are looking to buy specifically what they want. This, random order audio, is the perfect system for developing and selling more content for hit singles and albums, which of course is wonderful news for artists looking to make the most artistically and financially out of their songs, and fans will gain more content for the songs they love. And don't forget requested content, like testing content at performances and on tours with vocal media such as Facebook, Twitter, and SoundCloud, where you can obtain an idea of how many people are looking to buy that new drum beat and collaboration for song number 3 you threw down on stage last night. So no pressure to record all your content right out the gate, record what you feel to start with, and then find out what singles hit the hardest, fans scream for the loudest, and add content from there, which of course is great news for artists and labels alike. And the song pricing is really pretty simple. Let's say today you go record a song and sell it through wherever for 99 cents. That song has no variation to it. We let you do the same in the sense that artists can and should sell their songs with no variation, like today, same price point, and then sell the extra content for an additional price. Pretty simple, right? So that could be additional content released right away, like a rock version at 99 cents with no variation, and then 2 minutes worth of extras for 49 cents same day the song is released, or content could be released later. No variation rock track is released. 3 months later, you add an acoustic version for download, also for 99 cents. Maybe both sold as a bundle for $1.79. And if both are bought, they can be mixed and matched together. 1 year later, you come out with a fully redone electronic remix version for 79 cents, along with 49-cent extra add-ons for each of the 3 versions, which can all be mixed and matched together. Now, Christmas is arriving, you throw out a bundle for the month of December, like a holiday sale, where fans can buy all versions and contents for $3.99. Now, let's consider the albums. Let's say band practice arrives, and the bassist decides he's sick of the guitarist getting all the solos in every song. Now that ROA is out, he wants to release this album where all the songs have a bass solo too, instead of the guitarist hogging up every song. And the drummer agrees, yeah, then I need my own 3-minute solos. So the singer throws his hands up and demands his whistle solo finally makes it into the ears of the world. And the guitarist says, oh yeah, sure, as long as I get 4 of my own epic solos on every song. And the band, now more harmonious than ever, lays down a 3-minute interlude as well. So now they're selling their original album with no variations, their album that comes with every song's additional contents, and an album pack for each member of the band. So the listener may not be too into drums, but they may love the bass and the bassist and just want to buy the bassist content versions of the album that comes with the bassist presets, which include new riffs and designated solos. So even on the sales side of things, our format not only has no downside, but it has much more potential. Through our website distribution, we are allowing the price of songs to be altered by the artists at any time and leaving the price points up to them, with only a set minimum. If you're an artist who'd love to jump right in and start recording tracks in the ROA format, we would love to hear from you. Go ahead and email us and we can get you started as well as answer any questions you may have. Thank you so much for watching and listening and having an interest in our format. I can't wait to hear all the different uses artists start coming up with, so get out there and start showing people what it means to be a true artist and take music to a whole nother level. Use random order audio and push your artistic abilities into a new age of options.
Random Order Audio, a new age of options.